Welcome to IFA ELA Ministry. How is all my IFA ELA family doing today? I am very happy. It is an opportunity that IFA ELA gave every one of us to keeping on in all aspects of life. How is the celebration of the beautiful season treated you? I have clarity in IFA ELA that we are all well. ALLAFIA. So, what do I have to share with us in IFA ELA Ministry today? The first thing that came to mind, it is high time for us, Black people, African people, to start putting self-respect as one of our focus. Because when you're talking of self-respect, what self-respect means to you might mean a different thing to somebody else, because everybody's ethos is different, each to their own, precisely how IFA ELA is giving a community of people or individually. When you're talking of self-respect or ethos, another word for self-respect, collectively or individually, would be what we call tradition or culture or ethos. And like I said, each to their own. What you think to be self-respect, other people might not consider it to be so. When you start to understand the meaning of self-respect that I'm talking about, you'll be able to realize when is you'll be able to discern precisely when a situation is going on, whether it's about you or about somebody else's asili, if you know what I mean. This is why it is so important as Black people, as African people, to take our time to discover who we really are, so that we will not unknowingly or knowingly be functioning with other So self-respect, it comes with getting to know yourself. So it's a journey that every one of us must begin to take and teach it to our children. ALLAFIA to every one of us, always, particularly to all my IFA ELA family all over the world. Or you're just about to start the journey of your self-respect, or you haven't even started at all. Whichever stages you are as a person, regardless of age, because age shouldn't be a drive in our life as Black people, as African people. Rather, our purpose on this planet Earth, to beautify our land. That should be our intention, that should be our clarity. So regardless of your age, it's not late for you to start the famous journey of self-respect. Because in our community as people, there's a lot of things that goes on that we tend to think is our ethos or our culture, that it is not. It just over time, people practice such behavior and then they think is norm. For example, how we give respect to time value in our life as Black people, as African people, is one example that I would like to use for the purpose of this topic today, that shows we need to work on our self-respect as people and begin to really renew almost almost every area of our life, so that we'll be able to decide which one is really our ethos and which one is not. Not having enough respect for our time value is one area that shows me that we need to renew our self-respect. Collectively and individually, self-respect is important in a person's life, and it's never too late. You can start now. My hope is that you will give yourself a blueprint to start assessing your own self-respect today, your own ethos, your own tradition, your own culture, regardless of what anyone has taught you or has let you think is your culture, like not respecting time enough. Is not a good practice for African people. It's not a good practice for Black people individually or collectively. So we need to know that if we start to have clarity that self-respect is important in our life, every area of our life whereby we're not living a higher standard that IFA ELA has placed us is going to have to be renewed, and with IFA ELA's elevation in our life, we will overcome every area of our life that we need to start to exercise self-respect individually and collectively. Now, let's go on to Photogram comedy. I wanted to touch on the word confusion because it's one of those words that we need to watch out for. In any space, IFA ELA has given us a tool, if you know what I mean. So, confusion, what is that? Photogram comedy, science of language. Who don't love laughter? I do. Right. What are we to do with confusion today? I ask myself. Don't pick it up. When you pick it up, please be quick to put it down. And then I said, what other science of language can we connect with? Then fusion comes through. Fusion. You get it? Science of language. Photogram comedy. Who don't love laughter? I do. Stay beautiful. Always.